Why do I always end up looking like a drowned, unmoisturized rat every time I start a vlog? It's a mystery we'll never know the answer to. Hello you guys, welcome to a new vlog. As you can see by the title, this vlog will be dedicated to my reading of The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This is my first time reading this baby. I am 77 pages into this. This vlog will be spoilery because it's been a while since The Cruel Prince came out, and I'm sure you guys are gonna want to know like all of my thoughts, spoilers included. So if you haven't read The Cruel Prince and you don't want to be spoiled for anything that happens, just skip this one and just wait until my monthly wrap up to hear my non-spoilery thoughts on this book. Pleasantries aside, let's get into my thoughts. First, I do want to say that I am annotating this along with tabbing it. I am actually marking my pages and writing things in it because I fully anticipate to absolutely love this book. I have mentioned it on my channel before, but I really think I'm going to adore this book a whole heck of a lot, and so far I am right in my assumption. I am really loving how Holly Black is describing this world. She writes these really amazing lines that implemented throughout the story. For instance, so one of the first ones I highlighted when Jude is talking about Maddox is she says, "I came to love him. I do love him. It's just not a comfortable kind of love." Really loved that one because I think it really shows the complexity that is Maddox and Jude's relationship, because he simultaneously murdered her parents, but he also is the only real father figure that she's ever come to know, and he is a father figure. Like, he does take care of her and mentor her and all of those things, so I really loved that. Another thing is I lie. Lying is so easy here. I can do it all day long and never be caught. And I knew that going into this was going to be such a fun avenue for Holly Black to really explore, because if you know anything about fairy lore, one of like the main things about it is that fairies can't lie. Jude isn't a fairy, she's a mortal amongst fairies, so she's the only one of them who can't lie, or who can lie. And I am so happy that Holly Black has already gone in that fact, and she's really made it a point to convey that. And I've already highlighted quite a few times where Jude mentioned lying, because I think that's going to play a big part on the story. Another line is they talk about honor, but what they really care about is power. Don't think I need to say much about that. I will take it and be glad, because it means I can belong whether they like it or not. I'm really engrossed by how Holly Black is just writing this story. She really knows how to convey atmosphere. She really knows how to write. She really knows what words will invoke the meaning that she wants readers to have, and I'm really enjoying that. On kind of more a non-deep philosophical level, I of course love Jude. I think she is such an interesting character. Just the fact that she is so determined to have power while being powerless in this world, and she's in the process of creating that power out of seemingly nothing. I love it so much. I really love Vivian. I have a really strong feeling that I'm really gonna love her. Also found out that her girlfriend's name is Heather, so I'm not saying that Vivian and myself are girlfriends, but Holly Black said so. So are you really gonna argue with Holly Black? I don't think so. I really like Maddox as a character. I think he's really interesting. I said this, I texted Carly, which I'm probably going to reference her a lot in this vlog as I reference her in all of my videos, but we are like texting each other updates, and I'm especially texting her all the updates because obviously she's a Cruel Prince stan. And I told her after reading the first chapter, when Madoc just murders her parents, like, I wasn't even fazed by that. I was like, oh my god, Madoc is so soft, I love him. I don't know what that says about me, but there we go. I really, really like him so far, and I want more of him. I do. I want more of him. Jude is a Capricorn. Will fight you. I will fight anybody who says she's a Scorpio, because she's not a Scorpio. I'm looking at you, Mika. I am like highlighting every single time Jude does something that reeks of Capricorn energy. First of all, when she literally punched a dude at the mall because, well, first of all, he grabbed her, and you're not supposed to grab a woman or a person in general, so it was warranted, but it was so hilarious because she literally says, I think he was flirting with me. I didn't even realize I was thinking about punching him. That's a Capricorn ass answer and action to have. Another thing I said was big Capricorn energy is when she said, what I imagine is going over there and scaring them until they cry. Them in reference to children. That is the most Capricorn statement to make, because they are the most incapable of loving children out of the entire zodiac. So, loved that. Also, on a side note, Vivian is definitely a Taurus, and you can also argue with me on that, but you'd be wrong. She is 100% a Taurus. Only a Taurus would be able to hold a grudge against their dad for 10 years and still going. Okay? Facts. Okay, so now onto my big thought of this particular clip. Before even reading a single line of The Cruel Prince, and only seeing fan art and only making assumptions about it based on Twitter, I want Jude to murder Carden so badly. And I even wrote in my book, so I know forever, I wrote so you guys can see, if Jude doesn't murder Carden in Queen of Nothing, I swear to God. That's what I wrote in my own copy of The Cruel Prince, because I wanted that before even reading a single line. I just think it would be the most epic thing to ever happen in YA if the main character kills her love interest. I use air quotes because their love is very interesting. I want Jude to make Carden fall in love with her, because I don't know their degree of love yet. You know, everybody says that they love each other, but from what I understand of the story, it's much more gray than strictly love. That would be the most epic thing to ever happen, and I would forever stand Holly Black above anybody else, except for, you know, Rick Warren and Madeline Miller. I would forever, like, kneel before her if that happened, because now, after reading this, already only 70 pages in, the big theme about this is when Madoc says, you're no killer, and then the whole, what you lack is it inexperience, or whatever the exact wording was. And Jude keeps thinking about that, and she keeps drawing back to that fact. She's already said the "you're no killer" italicized like 3 or 4 times already just in the 70 pages. And I just want her to murder Carden even more. Like, I really just can't convey that need more. Like, I just want that to happen so bad. And that's not to say that I don't like Carden. I mean, obviously I don't really have an opinion of him right now because he's just, you know, a cruel prince right now. I'm like right in the middle of the scene where he's trying to make her beg for forgiveness, and obviously there's like that tension and that power dynamic happening, but I don't I don't ship them, or I don't have any opinions towards him yet. So it's not even about that I hate him and I want him to die. Like, no. It's not even about that. I just want it for the culture. And I want it for the sheer fact of her being powerless in this world that she is not a part of, which could be debated because she's grown up in this world. And she's not at all a part of the mortal world, as she really drives home when they visited and when she looks at her. Because of that, it would just be so powerful. I'm going to say powerful so many times in this clip, but it would just be so impactful if she murders the prince of this world, or one of the princes of this world, because it shows her power. I don't know. I really want it to happen. I just really want it to happen. And I am excited to see if I can find more evidence towards that claim that she needs to murder him. So, yeah, those are my thoughts right now. I'm going to read a little bit more. I can't read too much tonight because I do have a French test to study for and some homework to do. But I wanted to give you guys this update, my first impression, first thoughts, and the first 70 pages of this book. Enjoy the rest of this vlog. Okay, so Jude is now Prince Dane's spy, and she can't be glamored by anybody but him. Interesting. We shall see how this plays out. I am intrigued. Locke is so suspicious. Like, why is he so nice? What's going on? Why is he being so nice to Jude? I don't understand. Like, he seems cool because he's the only one nice to her, but fairies aren't nice. So, what are his motives? What's going on? I don't know. Very suspicious. I really like Matic. He is so angry and vengeful and has no anger management. But it seems like he really cares about Jude. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. He was so mad when Jude came home after the whole fruit incident. And he really was about, like Jude even says that he would deadass murder Cardin for her. And I'm just like, what a good dad. I don't know. I'm conflicted. Hello, update time on The Cruel Prince. So, while I was at school, I got some reading done, and I have determined, valuably, is that even a word? I don't know. I've decided against better judgment that I like Locke. Now, I don't like Locke and Jude together because Jude is very gullible with Locke. I feel like it's definitely, you can get that dynamic of like a teenager's first love. I mean, I don't know if she loves him, but like first relationship where you're not cautious, you're just kind of caught up in the moment. It's very realistic in that aspect. So like, it's not that, it's just I just don't really like their chemistry and like their dynamic. I feel like just there isn't a lot of chemistry between them. But I do like Locke as a character because I think he betrays Jude somehow. Because I think him and Taryn betray Jude, right? I don't know. I say right, but don't actually say that if I'm right or wrong or not, because I don't want to know. But I think that's what happens. I may be totally wrong, but regardless, he's super suspicious. I said it earlier, like, he's nice and he's a good guy, but I don't trust it. And I'm gonna give exact reason why I don't trust it, because I highlighted it. He was talking to Jude about why Cardin is like the leader, and it's because he gives drama, violence, and another thing that the other group, his little posse, likes, and Locke is the one who likes the dramatics. And he was like, I like for things to happen, for stories to unfold, and if I can't find a good enough story, I make one. And that line, not only did I really like that line, but that one was very suspicious. He's up to something for sure. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is, but something is definitely going down with him. But because of that, I kind of like him. I mean, fairies are supposed to be manipulative, and the fact that he isn't outright bullying Jude like the other fairies are, give him more like validation as a fairy. So I'm liking it. I'm liking him so far. I like him as a character. We shall see what happens to him. But I don't like their relationship. I think their relationship is pretty... like, you can tell that Holly Black isn't invested in them as a couple. And I really do hate when authors do that. I'm fine with having romance in books, but I hate... and, like, Sarah J. Maas does this all the time, too. All the time, I say. Well, in the 2 series she's wrote, she does this too, where she like builds up this relationship, but you can tell that she's not invested in it. It doesn't end up being endgame. And it's like, if authors do that, I would rather them actually build the relationship and actually make it believable than just half-assed it and then make it a surprise, like, ooh, surprise, they're not going to be with that person. I don't know, maybe that's just me, maybe I'm just being a little nitpicky, but there you go. Then, the fact that Jude straight up stabbed herself to prove her devotion to Prince Dane, that bitch is hardcore. And I like that we're building that she's hardcore, because I thought like she was already gonna be like a super strong and like strong-willed and strategic character like right off the bat. But I'm pleasantly surprised that we are seeing that character progression in the book. So I'm really loving that. She was a real dumb bitch for rescuing that servant though, and I know that's gonna bite her in the ass. I don't understand why she did that. That was a waste of time, but whatever. I guess you gotta be a humanitarian sometimes. You're no killer. You're no killer. You're no killer. Tell that to Valyrian, you bitch. Yes, we love a murderous queen. Hi guys, so I have decided that since I've already annotated this and I've already marked it up with highlighters and all that stuff, I am going to color the maps and the chapter headings and all that stuff. And this is 100% inspired by Mayana from Mayana Reads or Maya Reads or Little Wolf Reads. I'm not sure what her handle is, but I will link her in the description bar below. I saw that she did this she posted it on Twitter, and I thought it was really cute. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll show you guys what happens when I do it. Hello! I totally forgot to show you guys the finished product of my little coloring map page, so I'm just going to show you. It looks pretty cute! So here is the map. It is very colorful. It, you know, I used crayon, so like it doesn't look professional, but I like how it came out, and it just shows how personalized my copy is and all that. And then I also did the book 1 page. I didn't do any other things, but I do want to eventually do all of the chapter headings, as well as the little swords. Where they go? The little swords in here. For book 2, I kind of want to do like a darker version of book 1, so like more dark. colors and things like that. And then I want to progressively, like with the swords, do like blood and stuff, and you know, get all like, I don't know, creative with it, I guess. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Oh, I tested out the blues because I don't know about y'all, but blues and crayon boxes are always the hardest to distinguish between. But yeah, there's my little book tour. Hello, the turtlenecks are back. The brown lipstick is back. I am so ready for fall. It's still a little too hot, but we're getting there and it's fine. So we're gonna talk about the Cruel Prince because it's been a little bit since I've updated you guys and a lot has happened. So I am in book 2 now. Shit went down. I want to say that I have a lot to talk about, but I really don't feel like I do. And it's kind of a little disappointing. Not disappointing, because I'm very much enjoying this book, like a lot. I am loving Jude right now, like especially, like even more before, because when, oh my god, I will say that when she took Carden and she put the knife to his throat and she was all like, surprised? You shouldn't be. Insert Bretman Rock video right here, because that was literally me in class while I was reading this. That was so powerful. Holly Black fed us so well in just that single scene. The actual like plot twist of like the massacre, I feel like didn't shock me as much as it was intended to, because I already knew, like, obviously shit was gonna go down during the coronation. I didn't expect Madoc to side with Balkan, or Balkan, however you say it. But I can't say that I was, like, invested, or like, it just wasn't surprising to me. Or it's not even that it wasn't surprising. I feel like it just didn't really have any meaning to it, because we didn't really get to see any of that happen. I don't know if I'm explaining it correct. I feel like there wasn't enough build up to it. Like, I feel like there needed to be not even necessarily more foreshadowing, but I just think there needed, like, the tensions just didn't ever seem high prior to the coronation. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that whole thing just wasn't really all that surprising to me. But yeah, Jude's whole, now that she's a bad bitch and she's like, ooh, okay, I'ma secure this bitch with this little bitch ass prince. And I'm so game for that. Now that, you know, we see Jude and Carden at this moment, I totally understand why this is everybody's OTP. Like, I totally get it. Their dynamic is so fucking abusive, though. Like, their dynamic is so manipulative and abusive and all that stuff. But I don't think people, like, love them and like aspire to be like them. At least I hope not. But I understand that they're super abusive and manipulative towards each other, but I can look at it, like, acknowledge that fact, but still love their dynamic. It's not even hate to love. This is like hate to lust, or lust to hate. Lustful hating each other. Locke and Taryn's betrayal. I think I mentioned this at the beginning of this vlog, but I knew right off the bat that I really wanted to stan Taryn, just because everybody else hates her. And I knew that Taryn was going to betray Jude somehow. I don't know if she still does more, besides the fact of her, like, just fucking with her boyfriend. But my mindset was just that people just hated Taryn for acting exactly like Jude. But Taryn's not the main character, so of course you root for Jude and not Taryn. And I like that Taryn already commented on that while Jude and her were sword fighting. She said something along the lines of, you hate me because I'm the mirror of you. And I was like, bitch, you are absolutely correct. And I loved that line. I don't stand Taryn yet. I think I might as she grows as a character, because right now she's very like naive and kind of not all that likable, but I have a feeling that she's gonna grow as a character herself, and I'm really gonna be like, alright bitch, let's go. But right now, I don't like her, because I think her betrayal is just really gross to me. Like, the fact that she literally was just with Locke and he manipulated her, and you don't mess with your sister's boyfriend. Like, that's just gross. Like, there's nothing like ambitious or powerful or strong or, you know, badass about doing that. You just look like a little bitch. So right now I'm not a fan because of that. We'll see if she, again, kind of grows as a character and becomes a little more badass. But right now, she's just gross. If you are a person that chooses a man over your family, your best friend, your pet, you don't deserve rights. So, as of right now, Taryn doesn't deserve rights. But I'm not gonna completely trash on her like the rest of BookTube quite yet until I see the whole story, okay? That goes into my next point about Locke, which I love Locke. I still love Locke. Like, the same applies to what my previous clip when I was talking about him, because I knew he was gonna do some shady shit. I hate him because obviously what he did was gross and borderline fetishizing twin sisters. Let's be real here. But I just love him because he's a fairy. Like, he is truly a manipulative fairy. And the fact when he told Matic, like, mortals are so frail, their emotions are so ridiculous that you have to toy with them. And I think he's a great villain. I still really don't understand where this is gonna go in terms of Locke's mother, and like, because obviously Dane had her killed, but I don't know how that's going to play in the grand scheme of things. I know Locke is probably obviously gonna get involved, but I don't know. And I'm gonna find out. I finished it. Oh my god, I finished it! Guys. Y'all weren't lying. Y'all were not lying. Like, this. Holly Black really done did that. She really done did that. I just love Jude so much. She is such a powerful queen. I don't even know what to say. I knew that Carden was gonna end up as king, but I didn't know that Jude was going to put the crown on his head. I thought Carden was gonna betray her and put the crown, or have Oak put the crown on his head, like, for him. I didn't know that it was Jude's plan all along, and Carden didn't even want to be king. Oh my god. And then the battle with Matic when she poisoned him. Oh my god, it was so good. I really just have no words. And now Carden was literally like, you're the queen now. This just goes to show, like, no matter how much you're spoiled for a book, and this is like one of the points where I am just so like neutral towards spoilers, is because no matter how much you think you know what's gonna happen in the book, it's just the journey getting there is so much better than the destination. I am so thrilled. I didn't think it was going to be 5 stars for me. For most of the book, I thought it was just going to be a high 4-star, but I really, those last 3 chapters just really gave me the last bit that I needed and the last push that I needed to make this a 5-star. It was so good. I feel like I probably should have given more like on the spot updates, but I was just so engrossed by the story that I didn't want to interrupt that. I am surprised that Locke didn't play a hand in the bigger picture. I really thought he was gonna end up being Cardin's brother, but it was Oak instead, which, I mean, that's fine. Oh my gosh, I didn't talk about the kiss scene. Oh my god, that was, their chemistry really is on point. But Cardin is a weak ass bitch though. Like, I really didn't expect Cardin to be a little bitch. Like, he really is a weak little boy, which is kind of disappointing to me. Like, it fits that Jude tops Cardin 100%, but I don't know, I'm just a little disappointed in his character, I guess. Like how charming he is, obviously. He's obviously a little shit. I think he's just a weak ass bitch. So maybe he gets better in Wicked King. I hope so. But if he doesn't, I like the dynamic of Jude as immortal having more power over the fairy prince. Like, that, I'll take it. I'm not like super mad about that. Still want her to slice his throat at the end. That's still the game plan. This was absolutely amazing. The power dynamics and like the themes of powerlessness and gaining power when you seemingly don't have power and you have absolutely nothing to lose. The ambition, the determination, the strong Capricorn energy. I just loved this so much. The Cruel Prince is a turning point in YA, and it's the pinnacle of this like darker YA that we're seeing more and that we are going to be seeing even more in the future. Holly Black really just revolutionized the genre with them, and I am just so proud of her. I'm so happy that I read this and I love it with everybody else. Let me know if you want a Wicked King vlog. I'll probably do it anyways because continuity. But that'll be it for this vlog. So I hope you guys enjoyed my reactions to probably the most hyped book on BookTube right now. Leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your Cruel Prince opinions because I would love to discuss. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you didn't, well, you watched the entire thing. So thanks for the view count. Bye.